we have a very eminent personality from the gem and jewelry industry with us, Mr. Sriram Natarajan, the Managing Director of GIA India. Welcome, Mr. Sriram, to the AOJ Talk show.
Thank you very much, Sumesh. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
It has been almost now, I think, 1 year, 9 months you took over this new role as a Managing Director. And I'm sure because of this pandemic and this thing, it must be quite challenging and this new circumstances. So thank you for taking time and joining us. Uh, my first question is that in this last 7 8 months during the pandemic, we have seen GIA very active on the webinars, doing a lot of educational programs, keeping engaged with its customers, keeping engaged with the gem and jewelry industry. Will you elaborate of some of these initiatives of your webinars you have done?
Sure. Thank you. But before I do, I will say, it certainly has been a very eventful 9 months. Working for an organization like GIA does make it a lot easier. When you're focused on a mission, when you're focused on doing the right things, it always becomes a very easy role. So to talk a little bit about our educational webinars, education, as you know, has and will always remain a very important focus for GI. For us, it is a significant vehicle when it comes to furthering our mission of protecting public health. Now, the pandemic, as you know, happened to just about most organizations, forced us to close many of our educational programs. And while many of our schools have opened up, the India schools still remains closed. Now, although that happened, it certainly did open a lot of other opportunities for us. The digital avenue did open up quite significantly, which then gave us our ability to reach out to a much larger audience. Now, I'll just share some statistics with you on this. Very interesting. We do the GIA knowledge sessions that, as you know, they're run by GIA researchers. It covers topics from gemological research, from field gemology, auctions, and many others. So far, we've had 43 sessions in English, 48,000 registrations, 21,000 attendees, 10,000 hours on YouTube. Just amazing. In addition, we've had sessions in Mandarin. We've 13 sessions in Mandarin, 13 sessions in Japanese. And then, the India webinars. So we've had 37 sessions, 7,500 registrations, 3,500 attendees. So it's really helped us reach out to a very large population. Now, in addition, one of the other things that we also did is we started alumni sessions, that are exclusively for our alumni, where we bring in very eminent speakers from the industry, to speak to our alumni. So overall, the response from all of this has been extremely positive.
It's quite an elaborate effort, I must say.
Sure.
Now, we would like to understand know about your new services of melee. Now, melee analysis has become very crucial, as you know, in the industry, and you have started this new service. So, tell us more about it and how it's going.
Yeah, most certainly. Thank you. This service, the melee analysis service, we introduced it in the year 2016. And now, this is a fully automated service. It actually separates natural diamonds from similants, from laboratory grown diamonds, as well as from treated naturals. Now, with the round melee, we also have an option where customers can choose to sort the stones by color. Now, in 2020, we also then introduced the melee analysis service for the fancy shaped stones. So we're constantly innovating, because there is demand for the service. We believe it helps diamonders feel very confident about the diamonds that they have in their inventory. And so, we will continue to innovate in this area. Now, one thing that I will add, Sumesh, is that in 2018, in the US, we also introduced a very unique model, right, wherein we are in the premises of a jewelry manufacturing company. And we actually independently operate a melee analysis service within the premises of the jewelry manufacturing. So, we've done a lot to reach out and make this service available to the trade.
All right. My next question is, tell me now that lab-grown diamonds are gradually making their inroads in the jewelry industry. They are here to stay. So, in that context, what do you see the role and relevance of GIA when lab-grown diamonds are here to stay and coexist with the natural diamonds?
Yeah, I think you said it. We also believe that lab grown and natural will coexist and eventually will have their own market. Lab growns do bring in the benefit of affordability, but then the natural story, the story of natural diamonds, the formation, the surfacing, and all of that will continue to remain unique and will have its own place in the industry. Now, we also believe that LGDR, the lab grown diamonds, will help expand the overall market, by bringing in new customers. So as far as labs are concerned, certainly in GI, we believe that we play a very important role in protecting not only the natural diamond public, but also the lab grown buyers. And that was the reason why we recently, in October 2020, also introduced the lab grown, the LGDR by GIA. It is a digital only report. It provides specific grades of color and clarity, which is a deviation, is a change that we had made from the previously used descriptive terms. Then we have a QR code, which then can help a buyer go to our educational pages as well and learn more about lab growth. So we believe that the labs have a very significant role to play in this evolution. In fact, we also do a lot of work in instrumentation. You are be aware of our IE 100, right, which is an instrument that is available to separate natural from lab grown and similars. And we're constantly innovating in our instrumentation, to be able to provide this service, right, to the trade, to help the trade recognize both of these products and to grow together.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's, I think, very, very relevant and very, very reassuring for the industry. Uh, Shriramji, now we have this GJIF show coming up in Chennai, starting from day after, from the 26th of Feb. It's the first major physical jewelry show in India where we have more than 350 plus booths. GIA is one of the supporting partners, an education lab partner for this show. So, what is the any special services you're offering there? What is your message for this first big physical show in South India?
First of all, we're very, very happy to be the education and the laboratory sponsor for this show. Now, from the last time that this show happened in September 2019, I think a lot has happened in the world, and we're very happy to see that the Tamil Nadu Jewelers Federation has taken the first steps to organize a physical show. I know this is a show that has served as an ideal sourcing platform for dwellers in South India. So it is a very important show for the industry.
Right.
And now you know that the industry is emerging, right, from the pandemic, and also the recent changes, the duty changes that have happened in the budget. So we sincerely hope that there will be increased demand, and both the trade as well as the consumers will benefit from those things. So it's a good time to hold the show. We wish the organizers the very best. But I would, if there is a message, there is only one thing that I would say. It's the virus is still out there. It's important to stay very safe and ensure the health and safety of all the participants who come to the show.
Right. And my last question to you would be that we have seen a very good comeback by the jewelry industry in last 3 to 4 months, starting from Diwali onwards. We hear that the gold jewelry sales have even surpassed the last year's sales. How do you see your volumes as a GIA for the diamond gradings? Is it back to the pre-COVID times, or what kind of a volumes you have seen for your lab now?
We've seen the recovery as well, Sumit ji. Our demand is very strong. Yes, to some extent at the pre-COVID levels in the last couple of months, it's been even better, right, than the pre-COVID levels. So we're seeing the demand. The recovery of the industry is just absolutely amazing, and I don't think we should expect any less, from the gem and jewelry industry, right? Which just from everything that's happened in the past has shown enormous resilience, right, and its ability to come back. There certainly are a lot of market factors, right, that are contributing to this, and the fact that travel is not there, and is also something that is supporting the purchase of gems and jewelry. Okay, so there's a lot that's happening. I think as far as how this goes, depends on how the next 3 to 6 months certainly looks very strong, and I think we continue in Jai, we continue to hold to be optimistic, but still very cautious, right, in how the market looks for the rest of the year.
All right. Yeah. So on this optimistic note, thank you very much, Mr. Shriram. It was a pleasure talking to you. It is good, and we hope to see you soon physically at Bombay or sometime down south. Thank you for joining us.